Yo.
What up? What up?
What up?
Like we never fucking left. Y'all know what time it is. It's Wednesday in the East. 7 Central. Come right back as we always do, the guys podcast. Shout out to the homie Sean out there doing this thing in parts unknown. Shout out to that homie, man. That brother may or may not be with us later. But it's Wednesday again, and y'all know what time it is. We about to get it in. The guys podcast. Hey, it's hump day, man. What's going on? What's the word in Philly, Mark?
Man, everything's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything good up here, man. We just kind of going through the motions, you know what I'm saying? Eagles about to start back up, so it's the trade rumors are just flying for every single team. I'm just like, even little league teams up here got trade rumors happening. So I'm like, it's wild because I'm like, this doesn't usually happen in my city like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Some franchises are used to having that chatter, but we're not. So it's all new to us. We're hearing Deshaun Watson, we're hearing Bradley Beal. I'm like, listen, man, long as we get teams that play hard, I'm good. I'm good with that. Whoever comes, just play hard.
You know what's funny about trade rumors, man? I think that every team site specifically have trade rumors where somebody is going to their team, and I as a LeBron being on your team is a gift and a curse, Mark Murray, because the Lakers are gonna have a 53-man roster like the NFL, according to most of our fan sites and a lot of LeBron's. Like, I saw a roster where we're gonna have Beal, we're gonna have Lillard, we're gonna have Ben Simmons. Like, they got them all in a Laker jersey. I actually have to click off of that stuff, man, because it gets me so angry.
Yeah.
It really does. It's
Man,
hard
to stop that shit, man.
It's hard to stomach that shit, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to stomach that shit, man. And matter of fact, Murr told me a long time ago, he's like, man, specific fan pages and shit. But Murr, I'm not on those fan pages. If you go to if your profile, if like y'all know how you can go as your profile being the guys instead of yourselves, us being admin for the group. So what we do is, I don't know if y'all see, but it picks up trending stuff that we talk about, and a lot of it has like LeBron fan maniac type, webpage, and they'll have that shit on there. And I'm like, how the hell is the Lakers getting everybody? I'm just really trying to figure out how that's working out. I'm really trying to figure out. But anyway, man, I digress, man. Murr, what's going on, man? How you doing in this hump day? Hey, God bless you too, because, bruh, it's starting to get like tomorrow and Friday is going to be the hottest days of the year here in South Carolina. Mark, I forgot to ask you what the weather is up there, but bruh, it's make you want to go to church weather up here, man. So Murr, how's it going?
Man, yeah, you're right about that damn heat. And Friday, I'm actually gonna be in the yard game on Friday, and my most yards is gonna be Friday. It's supposed to be like 99.
Bring a cooler.
Degrees on Friday.
Bring a cooler with water, not beer, not liquor. Water. Don't misplace the vodka for water. Water. You know what I'm saying? Water. Seriously, man. You're gonna need that.
So, but Adele's in the office working on my insurance shit. So I wouldn't have to rush and get dressed up for our little thing today and shit. But I'm cooler, man. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, halfway through the week. I got me a nice little cocktail and shit. So I'm with my my guys, my niggas. We're gonna chop it up, talk that talk.
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties broadcasting on Facebook. I'm trying to fix that. So all of our viewers out there, please go to YouTube or go to our business page to pick up this broadcast until we fix these technical difficulties. With that being said, I want to give a shout out to everybody on the front lines, everybody in the background that's helping out. Big shout out to Blast to Blast Music Group, man. I saw y'all did another segment with one of
Hmm.
those brothers on Monday. They blowing up. Y'all got to check out some of their music. Not y'all, but I know y'all didn't check it out, man. But the viewers out there, man, they got some good stuff brewing. Uh,
Hmm.
Check those guys out. Shout out to everybody watching on that can watch on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, of course. We are proud to announce that our Wednesday pods are now available. Well, this broadcast will be available tomorrow on Apple Music. It'll be available as well on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and we got more platforms that we're pushing out our stuff to. So, every day we're trying to improve some stuff, man. So just check us out. We know a lot of y'all not always able to like watch us, when we go live and stuff like that. But we will put the broadcast up the next day, where if you ain't doing nothing, or you at work, or you're on your commute, you can check us out. We know it's long sometimes, but yeah, just check us out, show us some love and stuff like that. Like we show you love. So
There you go.
Show more love.
yeah,
That's all I
exactly.
gotta do. Man, let me go call it to that right now.
So y'all probably before we get into the icebreakers, y'all probably wondering why we looking real dapper tonight. Y'all doing it. I like what y'all got going on, man. I always give my brother some flowers, man. And I mean, you know what, man? I like what y'all got going on right now. We looking
Right.
real snazzy, if I do
Yeah.
say so my motherfucking
Yeah.
self. But
Yeah,
we about
we clean up well, man. We clean up well, man. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Appreciate that,
we
man.
about to be real business minded tonight. But before we get into all that, man, y'all know how we do. We'll get into these icebreakers. I'm gonna start it all simply because mine ain't really a funny one.
Hmm.
Uh, but y'all know how I'm always coming when we do these icebreakers. This is Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn. If you do not know, the 1/6 Commission, that's funny saying that because we had the 9/11 Commission back in
Hmm.
back when the terrorist attack happened in 9/11, but now we got the 1/6 Commission, and this brother's testimony was chilling. I'm going to read some snippets of his testimony. I don't want to go long, but he said he tries his best to keep politics out of his job, and some of the mob was saying, talking trash about Biden, and they said he didn't win. And he said, "Well, I voted for Biden. Does my vote not count?" And he said that a woman with a pink MAGA shirt on called out to the mob and said, "Hey, y'all heard that? This nigger voted for Biden." ER.
Hmm.
And he recalled a woman saying this, and he said that nobody. He's been in law enforcement for years upon years, decades. He said nobody has ever called him an N word um, in that uniform. Uh, and he had some other chilling quotes saying, pretty much alluding to Trump being needing to be held accountable, because he said if somebody hires a hitman to murder somebody, if they're caught, not only the murderer gets executed, but the hitman, y'all know the conspiracy person usually gets more time than the actual murderer. So he's going through some trauma right now. But the brother's testimony was chilling, and it's a cautionary tale. Like Jay-Z say, still nigga. It doesn't
Hmm.
matter. We always thought, sports, you know, uh, military, and not law enforcement. Back to blue done turned in A. You black, so you
Oh yeah,
still nigga. And
yeah.
I find it got to be very very confusing for those folks, because a lot of them are back to blue, and of course we saw the police officer getting the shit beat out of him with a with an American flag, man. Like that's going to be an image that we're going to be seeing, that our kids and our grandkids are going to be seeing 100 years from now when we talk about 1/6. But that just lets you know, while people don't want to have that conversation, and you got a lot of non allies out there that always want to deflect as far as racism and things of that nature. But that's proof positive. It's still out there in heavy rotation. Uh,
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
that's all I got for my icebreaker, man. More details to follow on that commission, but you got white cops out there that's just like saying he's the one cop like said the actions of those people were just straight up disgraceful. Like he said he had to tell him he had a kid for them to stop from killing him.
Damn.
crazy, crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to tell you. I remember getting the call from my brother, and I'm at work, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean," he was like, "Are you with a client right now?" I was like, "I'm on my way to pick up one." He's like, "You have to pull over, and then just go to your social media," and that's all he said. He didn't say what it was. He said, "Go to your social media," and I went, and it was just like, "Yo, this is wild!" Like, I like this. This is from a movie. This is I like this. This is really happening. That was wild. That was that those images and that that video. I'm never going to forget it. That's how crazy it was.
And Mark, I stopped working. I was literally working and I was watching the news, and I mean it started off kind of slow, and then once it picked up, I literally could not work anymore. I'm looking at the TV like this shit is really happening right now. They had the gallows out there saying
Hmm.
kill Mike Pence. It was like I'm like, what the fuck is what in the fucking Game of Thrones is going on right now?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's been politicized, and much like everything, hate to get on my
Yeah.
my woke social conscious soapbox, but much like all of these white rage everything that's happened since Reconstruction, oh, that didn't happen, that's not, don't believe your lying ass eyes and shit like that. So that's what one
Hmm.
side versus the other is trying to say, yeah, that wasn't nothing, that wasn't nothing at all. So
Yeah.
more to follow on that, man. Let's get into the fun shit, man. Fuck that.
Man. All right. Mine's is short, man. You know what I'm saying? They just posted a clip today. Will Smith, you know what I mean, for real, Big Willie from Philly, is playing Richard Williams in the movie that's going to be on later this year. Richard Williams is the father of you know tennis greats Serena and Venus Williams. When Will gets a character, a real life character that he has to play, he's nothing short of excellent. And I seen the clip, and I'm just like, and I've seen clips of Richard Williams in real life, like him doing interviews and stuff like that. And when I say Will has this man down cold, Will got him down cold. I'm just excited. I'm like, I wish they were saying, yo, the movie gonna be next week. I think we gotta wait till like about Thanksgiving time or something like that.
I saw the picture, man,
But
and I'm like, whoa,
I'm
like they
like, I seen
really.
it. It was a short clip. It was a short clip, but I'm like, Will is in character. He got Richard Williams down cold. This is going to be really, I think this is going to be a really good movie. Those movies that are usually based on real life stories and real life characters end up being pretty good. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And I think Will's going to nail this character, much like he did Pursuit of Happiness, much like he did Ali. I think he's going to nail this, playing Richard Williams in this movie. I can't wait to see it.
Hey, but you're right though. When Will playing character, man, he it's one other movie that he played play off somebody. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, when he's playing somebody, it's like he studies their
Yeah.
lifestyle, their mannerisms,
Hmm.
everything. He becomes them
Yeah.
when he goes in character. So I know, and then especially with that, with the Williams sisters,
Yeah.
that's dope. Because they grew up in Cali, right?
Yeah. They grew up in Compton. Yeah.
Okay. So that means this is gonna be based in that Compton, that California feel. And
Hmm.
I've yet to see a movie that was in the California Compton or that California feel that wasn't dope. To be honest with you.
Right.
So you got what a damn Men's Society, White Men Can't Jump,
Yeah. Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. So yo, normally just the fact that it's gonna be a California movie, based movie, yo, yeah, straight out of Compton.
Hmm.
Hey, for right now, we fixed this technical difficulty. We are back up on the guys page.
Okay,
The Guys
good.
Podcast Facebook page as well as our business page. So check us out there.
Well, it's good. It's good.
But
All right, Bird, what you got?
it's thunderstorming. It's thunderstorming here. I was thinking, was that part of the damn problem? That fucking thunderstorm that started down here?
I don't know, Mer, but StreamYard has been kind of like, and like Becca said, man, Facebook been acting real funny lately, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's my turn. What is what's Superhead? What's Superhead real name?
Oh, Corinne Steffens.
Corinne Steffens. Come on, man.
Yo.
Yeah.
Corinne Steffens, y'all. I think she got a motherfucking prodigy. She's been teaching somebody. Either she's been fucking teaching or somebody pulled a Will Smith and studying the fuck out her mannerisms and her lifestyle and following that shit exactly. And shit, I don't even know the motherfucking name. Hey, but so you look at this picture, you just see happiness. you just see happiness. You see like a great couple, somebody pregnant, pregnant baby, pregnant picture. You know that's the thing now. You pregnant and you take your little pregnant pictures and shit, showing your stomach and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you see the smiles and shit. You just look like a happy fucking family. Now, if that picture is worth 1,000 words, then you put that title right there.
And I turn that shit back to Johnny. For anybody that's seen Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yo, that's PJ Washington and girlfriend Brittany Renner. And they broke up. And this nigga's in shambles. Like, this nigga's in shambles. But, okay, listen. Before I go all the way in, right? Yo,
is he thinking about what he's going to have to pay, or I'm trying to.
That's been suffered a bad breakup and been hurt in some kind of way from a breakup. But god damn, like the right was all over the fucking wall. Let me make sure I put the right shit now. This is a tweet from somebody that said Brittany Renner literally has a book about her sleeping with famous athletes and rappers, and PJ Washington thought she wanted to settle down with him when she's 7 years older than him.
Damn.
Really?
Woo!
Damn.
Oh man, like god damn, she got a book, nigga. She has
bro, tell me you got that meme. Tell me you got that meme, bro. You ain't got it?
Nah, put it up real quick.
I don't have it, man, but it said man, I gotta find that, but I do have a banner for it. Hey, I'm here to tell you. Hey, the meme says it alludes to something like this: that PJ Washington signs his baby mama to an 18-year contract worth $250K per month. Hey, man. It's pretty much what it is. So I just chalked that up, Mark, to a max contract, man.
Go ahead, Stacks.
And the thing is, hey, the way she finessed them, the shit that Merv put out, hey, man, you know we always go in the summer, we thinking, hey, man, who's worth a max contract, which players work? Right. Hey, she's definitely worth a max contract the way her finesse game working. So he had no choice but to sign her.
Listen, PJ, brother, I hope you draw a good judge. You know what I mean? For real, when they draw up this agreement. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm just like, if he draws a good judge, he'll still have to pay, but it'll be like reasonable towards what he makes. But if he draws a judge that hates men, man, listen, it's going to get crazy. And I done seen it get crazy on some brothers where it's like, he's paying that a month? I like, look, PJ, try to get your case seen in front of whoever Dr. Dre had. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre made out pretty good, you know what I mean, considering all the money he has. You know what I'm saying? Go for that judge. That judge was a little bit lenient.
Check this shit out now. If the book wasn't enough, like you were in the celebrity game. Look at this shit right here. According to Hip Hop Lately, the fitness model has been romantically linked to James Harden,
Oh man.
Drake, Lil Uzi Vert, Jamal Murray, Ben Simmons, Trey Songz,
Yo.
Brown, even fucking Colin Kaepernick, and
I got-
more in the past. But PJ Washington and Brittany Renner have reportedly been going strong and having a fucking baby together, roughly. Like, yo, like, first of all, if James Harden fucking her, then you already know what
She
they-
for the streets, for sure.
yeah, absolutely. I got two things to say here, right? Ben Simmons off the court, you know what I mean, is a great shooter. You know what I'm saying?
He
That's
is,
number
he is.
one. You know what I mean? He really is. We're trying to get this to happen on the court, but off the court, he's great, right? Now, here's the thing. Colin Kaepernick, right? I'm like, this is why this is my man, 50 grand. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know everybody like, oh man, he's a great activist and he's for black people and equality. Yeah, that's nice. But you know what I'm saying? He made her pay her own way to fly out and pay her own way to fly back when he was
Damn
dealing
right,
with it.
Colin Kaepernick.
I was like, man, Colin Cap, that's my man right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some more than others, Tim. Some more than others. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. I like that's what you're supposed to do. Like, look, you trying to see me, you got to come out here and see me. I ain't paying shit.
Merv, and to your point, that list, bruh, she
Oh, damn, my
literally-
bad. Go ahead. Oh, shit, go ahead.
Look at this list, y'all. She definitely, bro. You got Trey Songz on. You got Chris Brown. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Ain't doubt in my mind that she ain't Superhead protege. Believe that. I can't confirm that, but that's what it is.
And she got a book out. And she got a
Absolutely.
book describing this.
You know, I'm trying to tell you.
How the hell this nigga thought this was real? Talking about she faked it. You think, nigga? She faked what? The nut? What the fuck did she fake? Actually, she
I'm
didn't
trying
fake
to tell you. He fell in love with them yams.
Little
He fell in
Uzi,
love with them
damn.
yams.
Yo, we got about 5 minutes before we go business. Her pussy must be outstanding. Yo.
You know, well, PJ thinks so. PJ thinks so.
You gotta look at it. You gotta look at it, Merv. If she's going to the Superhead school, it's either that or Superhead got a nickname for a real reason. So I mean, that training just wasn't in finessing men; it was in finessing men. I'm telling you. And the thing is, this might be unpopular. I gotta give her props. At the end of the day, I gotta give her props. I ain't no hater. I ain't saying she should have did it, but I understand.
Well, they say it's the oldest profession. You know what I mean? That's what they say.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's all right by me. You know what I mean?
Yo, hey, look where we go. Yeah, hey, Karen Steph is reloaded. Damn right. But hey, like Roots, the next generation, Superhead, the next generation.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. And she found a way to get paid. See, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you know, if you for the streets and they just, you know what I mean, for, smashing and dashing, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't really, you know what I mean, know what you're doing. But this girl found a way to get paid. That's the name of the game.
Them other niggas pulled out. That's what happened.
You know what I mean? Well, he fell in love with it. That's the problem.
To me, this makes the IG model from the Phoenix Sun. This makes her look real stupid because she was just bragging out there about sucking off the whole team. And she ain't got nothing to show for it.
Yeah. And then, you know what I mean, she said the whole team. I'm like, man, sweetheart, you know it's only about 4 important niggas on this team, right? You know what I mean?
right.
Everybody else really don't count. Like, trust me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, right? Listen, you know what's crazy? It's like, man, like some females really be doing their homework. I remember, you know what I mean, getting asked questions, and this is before all of this stuff was around where you could see guys' contracts and exactly what they make. Man, you know what I'm saying? Some chicks were coming to me like, yeah, who he play for, what he make a year and all this, and how well is he playing, what's the contract? Yeah, I mean, they was ready. I just like, man. So some females really study this shit
Do the research.
and they do the research, just like a GM do. So they play GM literally.
I think they call that shit nesting habits for females. Like you got females that typically go after CEOs, they go after ball players, and it ain't got nothing to do with love. It's just that they setting themselves up for life. They trying to get that bag.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, man. If you can finesse, hey. If you got that mouth and you got that twat and you can finesse, I can't be mad at that, man. I'm not a hater.
Hey, I got a female cousin, and she'll tell you she's about that life, right? And she says she's been saying for years. She's like, "Yo, Merv." This is her words now. This is her words. She said, "Cause yo, Merv, no bitch should ever be broke." I said, "What you mean?" Listen, we got shit. The shit that we got, no bitch should ever be broke. And she mean that shit. I know y'all catch what the fuck I was saying. She said,
"Yeah, I feel you."
Ever be broke, and no bitch should ever be struggling.
And for all you Game of Thrones fans out there, y'all know what the Battle of the Iron Throne. Y'all know how that stuff began. How all the shits began in episode 1. It came over that word that Merv liked to use so much.
Pussy.
Yeah. If you willing to throw a young kid off the top of a fucking castle in the name of the Twizzard, that's how war start, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Hey,
listen, yeah.
Have y'all seen the movie Troy? Troy lost their fucking dynasty over pussy. The prince wanted to fuck the king wife and kidnap the king wife.
And prince.
The Troy
Prince.
Hey man, it goes down over that. We were just talking about that in Raising Canaan episode 1. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, Buck 20 got killed. You know what I mean? Not because of real street shit. It started over a female first.
That's debatable. That is debatable, Mark.
Yeah, it started over the female first, though. I ain't saying the other shit ain't mean nothing. I'm just saying that's in there.
Hey, he did say fuck Buck 20.
Yeah, and it wasn't no. And Stacks, peep this. It wasn't no street shit going down when he said it. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was in school. He was in school.
You right.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And now last year, I don't know if y'all followed Charlotte, but I followed PJ Washington because he was on my fantasy basketball team. The nigga had a good year last year. Like, he got a lot of potential. He looked real good last year. Now we're going to see, well, I remember how he played last year. So now we're going to see how the fuck he played this year after this whole shit right here. A lot of times when shit like this happen, it fucks up the NBA athlete's head, man. At least you're not a Kardashian.
Straight up. Well, shoot. At least Kardashian got their own money. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's a damn good point.
This chick a whole come up like, oh, got him. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I like, man, and you know what? I'm gonna blame PJ Washington. I'm like, the owner of your team, the guy signs the check is named Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's as much a legend off the court as he is on. You know what I'm saying? If you're about to run into a trap, hey, boss man, what do I do here? You know what I mean? I think MJ would know how to get out of situations like that.
Absolutely. Hey, boy, you stupid. But yo, hey, real good icebreakers, fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw this shit over to Merce about that time, man. We 30 minutes in.
How many people in the war room?
Oh, we got like 3 guests backstage, man. So far.
That's them.
Okay,
hey, okay. So we got one coming on at 9 o'clock because they get off at 8. He won't be able to get on 9, but everybody else is on time. So
did you just throw on glasses?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
You know, smart guy glasses. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Business time.
Okay, man. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing over to Merv so we can get popping with the main topic.
Yo, this is our we added at the beginning of this month, y'all, we had the confessions, the wine stories confessions. So that's gonna be the first of the month, the first Wednesdays. At the end, at the last Wednesdays, we added this business minds, the journey, where we're going to talk business talk with different entrepreneurs. We're going to talk with business owners, and in some moments we're going to have we're going to have some CEOs or some business managers, some district managers. Shit, one of our own we might end up interviewing one of our own because we got some people in this podcast that's on their way to being fucking CEOs and damn big boy in that big boy corporate world. But for this one right here, one guest that will be coming on is OTT.
Hey Merv, really quick, man. It's funny what Rebecca just posted because you put on that glasses. It's kind of like Superman and Clark Kent. You throw on the glasses, you ain't Merv no more. Hey, Mark, this nigga is officially Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin. There you go.
Hey,
there you go.
So this is one of our guests to speak on her business. Is one of her logos right here, and she'll be coming on. All right, our next guest. This is another one. Our guest, 3 Designs Custom Creations. She'll be coming on. And this is another one of our guests right here, Featherstone and Associates. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stacks, go ahead, bring them on. Bring them on all at the same time, man. All at the same time.
I know all of these people.
Sure.
Hey, that shows the kind of circle that we run in, man.
I know all these folks. Look at my man Young. Boy, I see Young and my boy Young. What's happening?
What's going on, sir?
Hey, I appreciate everybody being on time. That debunks the first myth. Cause y'all was on time. Y'all was on time. Matter of fact, it was 15 minutes early, y'all. And when you go in the interview, you should be 15 minutes early. When you go to your job, you should be 15 minutes early. So apparently,
I like on time. Y'all know I do.
Hey, though, I'm trying to tell you, know what? That's good advice Merv gave. Usually after I get the job, that 15 minutes early to work stuff, immediately stops. You know what I'm saying? But that's not a good idea. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do.
Oh, TT, how you doing?
Hey, Merv. Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's happening?
All right, we're going to so everybody do a quick intro. We're gonna go around. Everybody do a quick introduction, and then after introduction, somebody's struggling with their Wi-Fi. I told everybody they need to have good Wi-Fi, and then 3 Designs.
You got to cut them out and bring them back in.
Hey, they must got AOL. It's 2021. 3 Designs. You can't have AOL no more now. No dial-ups.
Boy, this dude climbing this beat. Boy, that's terrible. Boy, you the worst. I'm gonna bring Christina back on.
Climbing the guest.
But I'm gonna echo what Merv said, man. We appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all busy schedules to hop on with us, man. I'm not saying this just because I know y'all personally, and I love you all dearly. But I appreciate y'all.
Well, thank you. I love you too, boy.
Hey,
so how we gonna start this, Merv?
We're gonna start with TT first. We're gonna do the ladies first. So we're gonna start with TT. Tell us your introduce yourself, your name, and your business name, and tell us about your business. And as you finish telling us about your business, tell us no, we're gonna say how they reach y'all at the end. But tell us about your name, your business name, and tell us about your business.
All right. Well, hi, everyone again. My name is actually ITT, but my hometown people calls me OTT. But I am the founder of Endure the Extreme, and I'm also the founder of my nonprofit organization where I'm at right now. I do an array of different things. I'm an author. I'm a motivational speaker. I produce live events. I do consultation. And with all of that, I still manage to work a full-time job. I have 2 boys, I think one of them is 22 and the other one is sitting right here. He is 11. And I just like doing all things entrepreneurship. My ultimate goal is to leave my full-time job, which is AKA my investor, which has helped me get to where I'm at today. I have been able to do a lot of things as far as personal and professional development. So I provide both services and products. And I can talk. So y'all got the right one on tonight.
I have a question on TT. Could you tell us what year and where you graduated high school from? That would be great. I think the viewers really want to know that.
I know that's right. So, like I said, I'm from Georgetown, South Carolina. I was a
What else?
cheerleader. I graduated from Georgetown High School,
What year?
1997.
Okay, talk to him. Talk to him.
1997.
Let
And what
him
I
know.
want to say is that class, hands down, is the ultimate best class. We all look great. We're all aging well.
You
We're
see?
all in our prime. We just live our best lives. And we are an example for the higher class as well as the lower class.
Yeah, especially 98. But I just want you to get that out there. Continue.
Hey,
I love it.
y'all lucky. I'm on my best behavior tonight. Y'all lucky.
You need to be. You need to be. And that's about it. I'm right now I am preparing for my first retreat in Jamaica, September. Yes, I know the COVID numbers, but I'm excited about that. And hopefully hey Rebecca. So hopefully we'll be able to not hopefully, we are going to have that retreat this year. I'm totally excited about it. And it's all things personal and self-development. When I started back in 2013, as with many of us entrepreneurs, we get that logo, we get that website, and we think that's it. We post on Facebook and automatically we're supposed to become millionaires. At least that's what I thought. It did not work that way at all. I have not stepped into the prime of my business until 2020 in the midst of a pandemic. And so my business has really been growing and I want to say this really quickly, with all of the grants that's available, I've been able to flip it because everything I touch, I flip. And so I use that opportunity as well, even though I was already being led into that direction. But I used all of the available opportunities. Now, I didn't get the max in a lot of things because, again, I have the mindset if you get $20, you flip it to $40. And if you're really good, you can flip it to $60. That's just how I was raised. And so that's what I do in a nutshell. And I don't want to take it over, but that's what I do in a nutshell. I teach high achieving women how to be the best and better versions of themselves.
Okay. So we're going to, before anybody asks a question, we're going to have Featherstone introduce himself, introduce the business, and then tell about the business. And then after he speaks, we're going to check and see if 3 Designs is ready. And then that's when we're going to start the round robin questions and business discussion amongst everybody here.
I'm sorry, I had to say that one more time.
What's going on? What's going on, great people? So I'm William Featherstone, owner of Featherstone and Associates. I think about what I do, and I've done so much over time, right? At one point, I started out as graphic design. Then I moved into photography, videography, web design. There's a lot of things that I've accumulated over the years. But as I go into my 15th year of entrepreneurship, I've been really keen on helping entrepreneurs and empowering entrepreneurs with the knowledge that I have, right? So now they learn how to do some of the digital marketing, how some of the things work with the websites, how to generate income from being online, right? It's one thing to just create your website and then hope that things will work when you put it out on Facebook or Instagram and all those other platforms. But it's a whole nother thing to think about strategy, right? How are we creating this thing? How are we being creative to make it look good? How are we marketing it so that people can come on board? And then what are the strategies that we're using to make sure that you're successful? And I think that's one of the parts that a lot of people miss. And that's what I do with entrepreneurs. I actually help them understand all those pieces while still doing some of the project management for the designs, the graphics, the photo shoots, the video, the content, all of those things. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Yo, Stack, check on through designs. They should be ready now.
She ready?
Hear me?
All
Hi.
right.
Hey,
Hey, Christina. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing.
All right. So, introduce yourself. Give us your name. Give us your business name, and then tell us about your business.
Okay, so I'm the owner of Three Designs. I graduated from Georgetown High School in 2004. I'm 35. However, I'm in Texas. Merv is my uncle.
Well, you was supposed to say that.
I do custom T-shirts and designs. I do table saws. I do backdrops, hats. I do cups. I do mugs. I do a lot of things. I started my business back in 2008. Not knowing this was going to be a passion of mine, but I love it. I've been doing hair longer than what I love to do, and just there's nothing somebody can. I'm hosting my first women's empowerment pop-up shop in Houston, Texas, in October. Very excited about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Stats, go ahead and make everybody on the same page now.
Already ahead of you. You know I do with the production. You know I do. Shit.
Yo, so one of my questions, because I also share a passion of doing business ownership and entrepreneurship. So I've got my own insurance company and lawn care company. So one thing I would want to ask y'all are, tell us about, because a lot of times we see business owners or entrepreneurs, you only see the good part, right? After maybe they done went through the struggle, and you only see their results after they done succeed, fail, and then finally find that formula. So share with us, each one of y'all, share with us and people that's watching some of your struggles and or challenges that you didn't see coming, but it came in, and how you dealt with that.
So I can go. I used to always tell people like, oh, I don't want to promote my business because I want to make sure I got the inventory, because when the rush comes, you got to be prepared for the rush. And I was speaking that, and I had started doing shirts in last year in June. Woke Up Black. A girl reached out to me and was like, hey, this shirt with the Martin font or whatever. I was like, sure. I posted it and started going crazy. In the middle of that, I ended up getting a 200 shirt order. Both orders was my first, and they both was very different, and not knowing how much material I would need, how many mess ups I was going to have, and to continue to keep doing it by myself, it was a struggle. And I mean, I had many nights where I was just like, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna let that shit go. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let that go. I can't do it. But then I had to think about my 3 kids. So when I thought about my 3 kids, I'm like, you know what? My kids are 16, 14, and 8. Why not show them what I'm doing so they can help me, so they can take over the business? So in that process of me teaching my kids, they was able to help me, and it took some of the stress and worry out of doing that rush order that was really unexpected within a 2-week span.
Hey, Christina, I have a quick question. You just apologized for cursing. You've seen our show before, right? And you and Merv is your uncle, right? Okay, so go continue. That's all. I just want to put that out there.
Because this is a business segment, I wanted to be respectful because we talk.
I got you.
See, thank you, Aunt.
True. So, all right. So, in trying to overcome a struggle, you found helpers and employees that you didn't realize that you had. 1, and 2, you found your. So, you find your why, your WHY. You find your why, which helped you to stay motivated and to deal with that challenge and overcome that. And a lot of times with business, you for you to get over them hard nights or those down days, or like, damn, I'm tired. I don't know if I'll do this anymore. You gotta know what your why is, and that's what any business owner, any entrepreneur, until you really find your why, it's gonna be that much harder. It's gonna be that much challenging, and you're gonna tell yourself many more times, yo, let it go. Once you find your why, all that start decreasing, and you start thinking more, instead of, I don't know how to do this, your mindset changes to, how can I make this happen? Once you find your why. So you find your why, then that's when you was like, okay, how can I make this happen? This is how I'm gonna make it happen. While I'm making it happen, I'm giving my kids knowledge and a trade that they can fall back on, need be, take over the business while whether they go to trade school or they go to college or they just decide to jump into business full time after high school.
Yep.
Gotcha. Who next one? Same question for everybody.
I'll hop in. I think one of the biggest struggles that I had was changing my mindset. You know, coming from corporate America and, you know, being told what to do, already having a structure already set in place, and jumping out there and really just figuring it out as I go. There wasn't no blueprint, no handbook for how I did my business and how I needed to dive into, you know, digital marketing, social media. It just came out around the time that I started getting my feet wet in entrepreneurship. So the whole mindset with how to really structure a business so that it is functional, sustainable, and generating income. At one point I thought I was making money, but, you know, I was basically paying myself pennies on a dollar per hour because I just didn't know how to price myself, you know, and properly price myself. So I had to change my mindset around everything in order to really, you know, grow and thrive.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing that young entrepreneurs, business owners deal with as far as like pricing. Because you got to price, depending on your service and your product, you got to price it right to make sure that you can survive and be able to make profit. I mean, because let's be honest, we go in business to make money. Of course, there's other factors and variables, but for you to be successful and succeed, you got to make profit. And a lot of times when we first start, we thinking that, I got to deal with this competition. For me to get out there, I got to undersell everybody and try and get it that way. And then sometimes we underselling to the extreme where, like you said, we end up paying yourself pennies to dollars, and you think you're making money. But let's say, for example, you might earn $100 for a project, but it costs $200 for material to do that project. So you're in the hole right now. You're in the red by $100. So yeah, it's very important for you to make sure that you price yourself correctly for the customers, and also so that you can stay in business. Okay. OTT?
ITT, since I have literally said her name wrong my entire damn life. Welcome to my world.
My granddaddy does too.
Hey,
my granddaddy, my grandmother, everyone calls me ITT. I mean OTT.
Shame on you.
But
OTT. ITT. You
the
know how many times people have fucked up Hyson. So I feel you. Welcome to my world. Matter of fact, OTT, the only people that get that right is people like you that I grew up with, went to school with the church with and shit like that. Everybody else, they just fuck my. I answer to any fucking thing now.
Yeah, I do too. But you know, it's so funny. In real life now, everyone calls me by my nickname, and my nickname is just TT. But it was never supposed to come out of the house. But now everyone calls me TT, and I go with it. I'd rather be called that than the other names that I used to be called when I was growing up. You know, OPP, Old Titty, all that shit. Don't laugh at me. I got my baby in here. He just laughed, but yeah, it's but I think I had so many different challenges, from negative bank accounts to barely making it to events because I didn't have the gas, to um just all kinds of stuff. You know, this entrepreneur world looks so beautiful on the outside, and it really is once you get in alignment with what it is that you desire to do. So I started off making candles. I started off doing all kinds of stuff. Like initially, I wanted to have my own nursing home. Then I wrote my first fiction novel, and then I wanted to do events. And it wasn't until I slowed down and hit rock bottom, because I was taking all of my money from my daytime job to invest in my dream. And at one point, a lot of people were looking, especially people in my life. They were like, "Okay, you need to pick which one you're going to do." And I stuck with it, and I stuck with it. You know, I got my LLC in 2013, and again, my business has not my business grew overnight in last year. You know, I struggled. It was times where I was being honored for my first book, flying out to San Antonio and barely having money to eat while I was there. So it's always been that financial piece. And other things has been, you know, just again, not having the mindset to believe. You know, I felt that I had to take whatever. You know, I see other people charging, you know, $9.97, close to $1,000, and I'm over here charging $50. And I'm basically providing the same information, but I figured if I lowered it a little bit. Now I'm not doing that shit today. That shit is like back in like 2015. Fuck it, y'all curse. I'm a curse too. That shit was back in 2015.
Right.
Now it's like either you want it or you don't. You know, you don't. Either way, I'm gonna eat. That's the mindset that I have, because before it was like, I gotta get this because I gotta get that little $50 to pay on my Target card. You need to go to bed. You asleep?
Nah, man, I've been up 24 hours, so you know what I'm saying, you know. But I'm rocking out my guys, man.
I know,
You know
and
what
y'all
I'm
do
saying?
look nice. Everybody look
Thank you.
good. I'm glad I came downtown and came in my office because everybody look good. Lighting look good. Everybody, Merv, you better kill him. But it was basically finding out, because you can have the expertise to do certain things, but what is your passion? Your passion must equal your purpose, and that's where you get your RI. That's where you get your return on investment. You know, so that's my spill. I just fucked it up from the very beginning, all the way down to the LLC. I fucked up everything.
What I would like to
Passion
pay
what?
me what I know.
Passion
Huh?
what? Passion what? What was that?
From passion. You got to do it with passion so you can get your purpose, so you can get your return on investment.
Nah,
I said it prettier earlier.
You had a whole phrase just now. I think you said passion equal. It's cool.
You're right.
You said a little phrase.
Right. I got something in here. I can't. But
Yeah,
I wish
I could rewind your ass and hit play.
Hey,
Don't worry. I mean, you'll be able to get to do that, and then incorporate it into Merv Industries somehow.
Well, I have questions, but I have questions that I want to ask you all, but I just want to give you guys your flowers, simply because OTT, I'm gonna call you OTT because that's what the fuck I always call you.
Go ahead. That's what you've been.
OTT is one of the most inspirational people that I know on Facebook. If you're having a down day, just go to her page, and I'm trying to tell you, she's one of the most positive people that I know. I've used Christina's services. I'll see some shit out there that, hey, I ain't about to pay that much for that shit. I'm about to damn see what Christina rocking with. When I got Malika's championship gear, I had to call up Christina so she can send me my t-shirts. What I seen Will in action, man. But we did a little photo shoot for somebody's birthday that act like a diva. You know, the man is very. You got people that got passionate about shit, and they're very meticulous. They move here. I need y'all to say, I'm like, God damn, Will, fuck. I mean, but I just want to give y'all flowers. I really appreciate what you all do in your businesses and stuff like that. I just wanted to put that out there. But I do have a question, because all you guys have worked in corporate America. What are some things that you took from corporate America and incorporate it into your businesses? I'm gonna go with Christina
Hey,
first.
hold that real quick. I don't interrupt because we just got our guest, our 9 o'clock guest coming on.
Oh shit, my bad, my bad.
Oh no, I just saw him, and this is his logo right here. Name of his company is
Second
Second
Bite
Bite
Cheesecake.
Cheesecakes.
Okay.
All right, so Stacks, bring him on, and we're gonna do a quick the intro and whatnot.
Do we got
Wrong
that?
one. There you go.
What's going
Hey,
on?
what's up, man?
What's happening? Welcome.
Hey, well, I appreciate y'all having me.
We're gonna throw you in the fire. All right, we ain't got time to warm up. We're just gonna throw you in the fire.
I'm straight.
All right, so introduce yourself, give us your name, your business name, and tell us about your business.
All right, so my name is KB. I'm originally from East Orange, Jersey, but I live now in North Carolina. The name of my business is Second Bite Cheesecake. I started making cheesecakes around like 3 or 4 years ago. I started out by just making cheesecakes and selling by the slice at my wife's job, and then we was like, you know what, let's make a business out of it. Like originally we were called When Have You Had Better, and there was a play on my last name, which is WY, and then instead of WHEN, and then a few people came to me and said that that the name was too long, and we had to shorten it because it was too long. So my general manager at my job was like, "Hey, I got the perfect name." And he was like, "Second Bite Cheesecakes." I'm like, "But I like that." I said, "But why second bite?" He said, "Because if the first bite don't get you, then the second one will." So
Okay.
he took that and ran with it.
Ah,
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, by the second bite, we got your ass.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so Stacks had a question for all the business owners and entrepreneurs. So Stacks, that's why I started. So when you ask the question, he can answer as well.
Yeah. The assumption is that you guys all worked in corporate America. Some of you probably still do. So what do you take from your jobs in corporate America that you incorporated into your businesses? I'm gonna start with let's go to Christina.
So, a lot of times people don't realize that customer service plays a big part. You can please the customer at the same time and pleasing yourself. For the simple fact is, like, me and my husband, we had went to this hospital and we was in the cafeteria, and the girl was just rude and ridiculous. And my thing is, if you don't like a job, don't work there. If you got to work there to make money, then don't hate the customers. So my thing is, I use every opportunity to correct me. If something's wrong, I'm gonna. If it has nothing to do with me, at the end of the day, a lot of services work out, and word by mouth travels. And if you're speaking bad on me because you feel like I cursed you out, or I was just like, fuck your shit, and it is what it is. Customer service taught me a lot of different corporate America jobs for my business.
Gotcha. That makes sense. What about you, Young? My William Featherstone. I'm sorry. This is the homie, and his nickname is Young. Now we call him. But I'm gonna go with his business at William Featherstone. Same question.
No, man, same thing. I got to piggyback off of that. Customer service, customer feedback, being open to feedback too, right? That's one of the things that I feel like allow me to stand out amongst a lot of my other, I guess, competitors, is that I listen. I listen a lot to the customers, and I go and ask for that feedback, even if I'm wrong. I go in thinking that I can be better, and I need my customers to tell me that. So, and then being able to turn back around and give them great customer service and setting the right expectations too, so that they know what to expect when they come and work with me.
That's what I'm talking about. I like that, Young. Expectation management. Let's go with KB next.
What I would say is, so I'm a car salesman for Toyota down here, and it's like one of our core values is being relentless in all of our duties. So I say, like, when it comes to like the hustle, I'm just relentless with it. It's like I'm not going, stop at no. I'm just keep going, no matter what. Also, like what I do is I incorporate my business with my car sales. So whenever I sell somebody a car, I bake them a free cheesecake as a thank you for them buying from me. So that's
Okay.
I separate myself from all
Smart.
the other salespeople because I always ask people. I say, "Yo," I ask the customer, I say, "When the last time you bought a car and the car salesperson gave you anything after you purchased that vehicle? Outside of a thank you or congratulations." It's like most salespeople won't even call you back once they made the money from you. So it's like no customer's going to forget a salesperson that went out their way above and beyond to bake them something like a cheesecake. They'll always remember you. And like the best
Mhm.
part about giving them away for free is when they come back and buy them from you.
That's dope.
Ship you work at?
I work for Toyota, Hubert Vesta Toyota in Wilson, North Carolina.
And what we're going to do is I see the link was Tazon posted the link to KB's business. What we'd like to do, if we don't do it tonight, tomorrow morning, Murray, we can try to post their information so people could get in touch with them if they want to if they want to do business with you. We can go ahead and post that. We might not do it tonight, but we'll do it tomorrow. But that's good shit, KB. ITT. You're next.
I think the most important thing that I've learned is that working in corporate America, when you go back to get all those degrees, and you're not moving the way that you want to be moved for whatever reason. It could be your color of your skin. It could be you're not in cahoots with the hiring game or HR or whatever. What I've learned and my biggest takeaway is that the more I climb, the more I put other people on. So I can always ask people to speak. But what I've learned over the past years is those that has invested in me, those are the ones that I bring with me. So I was able to create a strong team because initially when we're doing entrepreneurship, it's scary when you're initially starting. So you're doing everything yourself. You're keeping your notebook to yourself because you don't want your cousin or one of your homegirls to steal your idea and run with it. That's the mindset. But now it's like, nah, if I eat, y'all eat. When different grants came out, it goes out in my private community. I'm applying for it, but let's all of us apply for it because it's going to do me all the good if one of y'all get it out the group. And I think what one of the biggest things again is bringing people on with me. So like when I looked at my client list from last year and I told 3 of them, I was like, listen, I'm gonna be in Jamaica. If you speak overseas, you automatically an international speaker. Do you want that? And they're like, hell yeah. So I was like, and they were like, well, what all I need to do? Get your passport, be in Jamaica such and such a date. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff that I like doing for people because they do that in corporate America. But if you're not a part of that clique, I don't care how many degrees you got. Like all of these degrees all over the place. Like every time I listen to College Dropout, I get even more pissed. I don't even know why they still sitting up here. You feel what I'm saying? Because none of these degrees got me where I needed to be. If anything, it's a damn hindrance. And President Biden, if you're watching this tonight, what's up with the student loans? I see you canceling the children that's already there. I need you to cancel mine. Okay, you see this South Carolina state? I need you to cancel that. Just take a good 60,000 off, and I'm good. You ain't got to take nothing else. Just 60,000 off the rip. That's my stuff.
For the simple fact of 75% of my friends are entrepreneurs. One reason that I decided to do the Women's Empowerment Pop-Up Shop was so we can all eat. I have 2 other vendors that selling shirts, but all 3 of us sell different shirts. So why not all eat? I need all y'all followers. Y'all need all my followers. We're gonna help each other out. I have my vendors selling tickets. I have my vendors posting because I eat, we all gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That's a that's a challenge for a lot of No, it might not be a challenge. Like you said, like TT said, that doesn't sound right. Like OTT said, it is a mindset. 'Cause I've been in insurance for about 8 9 years now, and there's a lot of people selling insurance, and that started after me that I've given advice to and tell them the best way to go about it to shorten their learning curve to reaching that next level, so they won't have to go through what I go through. And what a lot of people don't realize, listen, you got millions of people. You got so many different people that's interested in the products. So there's enough people out here for everybody to eat. It's, even if y'all sell the same product, y'all can be on the same at the same event. Both y'all have tables up, and both y'all can have business. Cause think of it like this: when you see a bunch of they call it they got a name for it. So you go to a block, there's like 8 different car dealerships there. You think one of them starving? All of them are eating. But like OTT and Christina said, everybody got different preferences or sell your product in a different way. So yeah, it is a mindset that I wish more entrepreneurs and more business owners would have, but they don't mind sharing, bringing people up, and get money together.
I got a lot of questions because this is a very interesting topic. But I'm gonna give Mark the opportunity if he got any questions for these business men and women entrepreneurs.
Man, probably, for the group, just like what made you even jump into, your business or the lane that you're in? Like, what was the thought process? Like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this right here. You know what I'm saying? I got a feel for it. I think I can do good with it. You know what I mean? Let me just jump right out there and do it. And that's for everybody.
Let's go with TT first.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but my main thing was my purpose. The reason why I started it was to save me. I didn't initially just wanted to start a business in the beginning. My ultimate goal was to do a nursing home. And I was doing all of the things to start a nursing home, and I paid someone to help me with the paperwork part of it, and they ran off with the money. And
Wow.
it was a lot. It bothered me, and I got over it. That I learned from that. But later in life, I was going through, and I always tell the story. I was going through depression, and I didn't want to be on antidepressants forever. So I remember my mom coming to stay with me and help out. And she was like, well, you got to find something to do. So my creative mindset, I started writing a book. And then once I wrote that book and published it, I saw where other people were publishing and speaking and doing all of the things. And that's what made me start. But I always had the mindset of working on my own and for myself.
Hey, well, TT, real shit, and Will can attest to this because like he's supposed to help me as well. But I've been wanting to write a book for the longest, so I don't have to give y'all to. That's why he's smiling. I've been talking about writing a book for the longest, so I don't have to give y'all to, so y'all can push me to do this book. But I've been wanting to do a book for the longest.
It's easy, right, Will?
Yeah, it is. As long as you can write the book. That's all you got to sit down and write the book. Commit to writing it, man. Commitment is one of the biggest things.
I'm kind of worried about the context when it comes to Merv. I'm kind of worried about the context.
No, I'm about to surprise y'all. My first book is going to be a book of poems.
A book of who?
Of poems.
All right.
Goddamn, Tupac. Shit. Shit.
I can dig it. I'm surprised, but I can dig it.
No, that'll be dope.
But as far as Mark's question, let's go to KB next.
And the question was like, how did we get into it, or what made us get into it?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, all right, it's something that you were doing, right? But I mean, you might not even thought of it as a business when you first started doing it, but then you started doing it more and just like, wait a minute, hold up. I think it's a lane for me right here. I can do this shit. Like, what was that? What was that? What was
So-
that process?
So what it was, like the way it started, I was like make because my wife, she work at she a bartender and serve at Outback out here. So you know, like people, they get tired of eating like the Outback food and everything like that. So what I would do, I was like, man, fuck it, I'll just like make like dinners and sell like plates to them, and then it wasn't like made to order. I'll just like send like platters there. Whoever buy it, whoever don't. And then they started saying that they would be more inclined to buying desserts than dinners. So once they said that, I was like, all right. I hit up my sister because my sister, she had a cheesecake business back in the day, and she made the best cheesecake I ever had. So I hit her up for her recipe. So as I would make the cheesecakes, my wife's coworkers would come up with different ideas of cheesecakes for me to make, and I was like, yo, all right. So one of the cheesecakes that fucked me up that they asked me to make was a Fruity Pebbles cheesecake, and I'm like a Fruity Pebbles cheesecake, like who the fuck is eating that, yo? Like,
Somebody eating it. Somebody eating that.
Yo, me personally, I don't like that shit. That's just
Right. I feel you.
But I was like, if niggas gonna pay for it, then I'm making it. So every request that they had, so then I just started like going down the list, and just like right now I got like over like 30 different flavors of cheesecake.
Word?
Yeah, yo, like and I ship them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just shipped 2 to Jersey. Well, actually 3 to Jersey last week. The furthest I've ever shipped them to was San Diego. But yeah, like that's how I got into it. Like they started having requests, and I was like, all right, it's time to make some bread off this.
Okay.
Hey, that's real good, KB, man. I'd be interested. You got how many flavors? Shit, I need your email address so I can put my order in right now. I mean, because
I fucks with cheesecake. You got
hey, but I know that was a rhetorical question. We gonna put your links and shit in the group and shit so we can get y'all some business. But that's good shit, brother.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who's next?
Did everybody answer that question?
No, not everybody.
You ain't paying attention, Uncle. Okay, so I have this thing. I have a mindset. If you can't work for somebody, then work for yourself. So growing up, it was just me and my brother. So I was always like the person that put the vacuum together, put this together, put that together. So when I started to have sports and stuff like that, I would make our like out of like ink pens and shit on a shirt or whatever, tie them, cut them from a little girl, and just do stuff like that. And then I started making like Valentine baskets for my kids. Like I was doing all this stuff for my kids, my family, because I wanted to personalize it. You know, you can go get stuff in the store, but you gotta pay a whole bunch to personalize, and I can do it to myself. And so then in 2018, you know what? I don't really like doing, but I'm sitting here doing all these crafts. Like I make 3D props, so I'm like, you know, just make it a business because I'm selling it, you know, word of mouth for my friends and family. But let me just go ahead and make this into a business. And the crazy part about me making it into a business and in memories on my Facebook, like that, who thought I would have my own t-shirt and custom design business based on shit that I've been doing since probably like 2011, but not knowing it. Like I do birthday parties, like I do everything like arts and crafts to personalize it. So it's like I didn't think about it until I was just like, shit, more and more people pick up about it, so why not?
That's what's up.
I guess I'm last, man.
Yep, you last.
I kind of fell into the business, right? A lot of the stuff that I needed was things that I needed for myself, for my business. I needed flyers, I needed websites, I needed to be able to have video and pictures for myself to put on my website, right? And as I started to build out those things, people started to say, hey man, that looks really dope. Can you do this for me? And being in survival mode, I said yeah. And I was saying yes to a lot of different projects. And just over time, you know, I got better and better by taking on projects that made me uncomfortable. And just stuck with it. And over time, man, you know, things just worked themselves out. and I started focusing more on the business instead of just the service. And once I started doing that, man, things started to thrive a little bit more.
So let me piggyback off what Will just said. So like Stack said earlier, we know everybody here, but everybody is successful in their business. So me, Will, and our homeboy Jay, we started a fashion business back in like 2005. We started having fashion shows. We had contest winners. Like we had parts of like $2,000 for the winner of the fashion shows. We did we have like after parties and stuff like that. And we came up with the idea, since we had a following of fashion shows, we had models and stuff like that. We started working with a modeling company. We wanted to have a magazine, a fashion magazine, but we wanted it online. Will, he ain't gonna say this, but he's self-taught. He created a website, an online fashion magazine for our company, for our business at the time, for people to go and look at the different articles and different articles. He had like polls on there and stuff like that. So he created a whole website with the fashion magazine for us to use for our business and to sell advertisement using that fashion magazine. So when you come to like websites, I can personally vouch for him. If you need a website, he's a beast at websites. But yeah, he's it just fell in his lap. He self-taught himself and he became a beast at it. And I can vouch for that.
No doubt. No doubt.
And Stacks, you look at where you went at.
Hey, I have a question. And I always wondered this, and I like how you take on it. As far as your target audience, I want to talk about family and friends. And the reason I want to talk about family and friends as far as supporting the business is because when we started this podcast, all of us we added our network of family and friends and things of that nature. And I think collectively, all of us that are on the podcast, I think we managed to rank. We're close to 800 members, right? But of course, we don't have 800 people tuning in to our podcast every week. So as far as expectation management and things of that nature, as far as your target audience and family and friends, because what I see a lot on Facebook is like a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs. They're kind of like taking shots at their family and friends for not supporting their business. So my question is kind of like, as far as your target audience, how do you feel as far as family and friends supporting your business versus just targeting the general public? Who wants to go first?
I can go. I looked up my family entrepreneurs, so I was kind of raised around it. And my friends are very supportive. So I probably had 2 to 3% of my customers that's like their friends, like asking for a discount or something like that. For the most part, my family supports me 100%. They've got my uncle. I got clients out of state because of my uncle. You know, my family is my biggest supporter. My friends are my biggest supporter. We support each other. You know, I have friends that, hey, this for whatever. Just as I see you doing your shit, continue to do it. I love it. I appreciate it. Everybody I've had blood with has came from people that I really don't know that made a purchase something. But my family and friends, I looked up. I got some good ones.
Okay.
I'll go next.
Go ahead, KB.
I can piggyback off what she said. Like, as far as like my family and friends, like I never felt like, oh no, they're not supporting or anything like that, because those are the main supporters, family and friends. And it's like how you were saying how people, start like down talking like their family and friends for not supporting anything like that. Like even if people weren't supporting me, you would never see me come out publicly and talk about y'all want to, like how people say, oh, you wished you wish such and such 2 Chainz happy birthday on IG, but you can't share my posts and shit like that. It's like I'm not bitter like that. It's like, some will, some won't. So what? Keep it moving. But I'm just blessed to have the fact that I got a supportive support system of family and friends that continue to earn my business.
Well, I got support, man. My friends, my family support me. I get a lot of referrals from friends and family. But over time, man, I come to understand that it's not your family and friends' responsibility to fund your business, right? It's up to you to create something of value
Right.
For your target audience. And it's up to you to think about your business as a business, not just I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like asking for handouts from your family. They're bonus. You should be building a business that's sustainable without your friends and family. Just my
And
thoughts.
Will, the reason I asked that question because you hit it kind of on the head, because I am all about supporting my friends and families and their business ventures. But if they have a product that I can't use, I don't feel as though I should be obligated
No,
to
you're not
support your
obligated.
business simply because you're my friend or my family. Like this pod right now, this is kind of sort of a business venture that we're taking, and everybody doesn't support this pod like I hope they would. But I have we have a plethora of people that we try to reach, and that's enough. That's enough for us, even if it's not a family or friend. But I digress. Next, ITT. I can't call you ITT. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna just
don't
say
sound
TT.
right.
Yeah, it don't sound right. We'll call you TT. Fuck that.
You know what? My target audience is not my family and friends. I leave space there for them to just be my family and friends. I don't expect my friends to buy every book. I don't expect my family to purchase every service because I'll flip a price in a minute. As long as it's on the website, that's what we're going to honor. So I don't expect them to be that. I don't expect them to ever share a post. I don't expect them to do shit. You feel what I'm saying? My thing is, and I learned that in a different light, because it would always piss me off when I would see individuals. Y'all can share Michael Jordan shoes, but y'all can't share my lip gloss. Well, we don't want your fucking lip gloss. All right, you see what I'm saying? Or just I'm up here, y'all. I'm out here and I'm doing what I do. When I post something about X, Y, and Z, y'all like it, and we don't give a fuck because what you posted before, we like that. We like seeing y'all fight at your uncle and auntie house. That's our entertainment. We don't want to buy your hair bows. So it's just like you got to leave space now. But on the other hand, my mom, my sister, my friends, my deep friends that are watching this in secret, I'm telling y'all, I got people that stand behind me, and there's not over 10 people. But when I cry and I'm sitting up there and I'm like, I only sold 5 books. Like, I'm not expecting them to buy the 6th book. I'm expecting them to encourage me and say, you know what, TT, keep going. Stop bitching. You sold 5 books. Look at what you sold. And that's the kind of support. So I think you got to understand what you want from different people in different spaces in different areas. But no, my family don't be buying shit for me. And I still love them. Touch one of them.
I want to piggyback on and Hyson, because Hyson, my mom, she started selling some products or whatever, stuff that I wouldn't use, but I'm like, okay, mama, listen, I was support you any way you need me to, but I'm not going to use nothing. So, what you need me to do, is there anything else I can do to support you without having to actual purchase product? If you need me to enter a membership for a month, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. But that's my mama. On the other hand, TT, I give it to you too, because a lot of people, you have to know an individual. I have friends that's on social media. They're not posters, so I wouldn't expect that they would share my posts. If I do see them share something, I'm not gonna take it to heart, because it's like, okay, when they was on Facebook, maybe my post wasn't on Facebook, and now this post is on there and they seen it and they shared it. Some people get mad at people for no reason, because if that person is one way, you can't expect them to be different, because you're doing something no family or friend. You have something that's going to support you regardless.
So I want to piggyback off what Christina said, and so this is my niece, like everybody knows now. So we've kind of we probably look at it a little different because of our family structure. It's like anytime anybody in our family opens a business, we support, and even like what she like her mom, of course, my sister. That the store the product that she sells like a store. I told the same thing, like, yo, I done bought stuff from her. I get stuff from her monthly. I don't use none of those shit. I ask her, yo, you need this shit? Because I'll buy it and just send this shit to you. Just to support you. So coming from our family structures, like we done had so many people in our family that's business owners, and just for off the strength of family, even if we don't need it, we're gonna go and support it. So that's the mindset that we've been brought up on. So when I even like, I used to like, if I have friends, they open something, like I had a LB that started cutting hair. I was that nigga let him cut my hair, all support, because that's what I came up on. So when I first got into business, it bothered the fuck out me that I didn't have certain friends supporting me, because that's how what I was brought up on. So I had to adjust myself and realize that's not normal. The norm is, when especially with friends, you got to accept that a lot of times people not going to support you until it becomes popular to support you. So like, well, TT, once that book pop and you become this big time author, that's when the friends or everybody's going to support you then, because they're going to want to know you. Will, when your business pop and you become this big time website business consultant, it becomes popular to support you. Like, yo, I know him. Yeah, boom, 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 with the cheesecake. So I had to learn that in business and accept that like this is the norm. For me, what I was raised on, that ain't the fucking norm. That's just that ain't the fucking norm. The norm in business is when you first start, most of the times the people that know you is not gonna start buying from you until you become an expert in it, or you become successful to the point that they should support you, so they can act like they've been supporting you from the get go. And that's just something that's part of business that you have to accept. In some ways, that's part of the pros and cons of being a business owner.
Merv, I have to say this respectfully. I kind of sort of disagree, simply because as a consumer,
I'm going off what I was raised. That's why I said me.
I got you.
Yeah, that's how I was raised.
I got you, but
I'm different. A lot of people wasn't raised like that. How our family structure was raised. That's why.
Y'all got a shitload of everybody own businesses in y'all family, so I understand that. But what I'm saying is, I don't. What I hate is the fact that somebody opens a business and they're selling a product, right? And you may have a product that's great, but your friend or family may not have a need for it. And I see a lot of business owners on social media that's dogging their friends and families because they're not supporting them. Now, while I do understand what you're saying as far as friends and family, I mean, as far as you're raised, they're going to support regardless, even if they don't need the product. But the general public outside of your family, they're really not apt to buy a product unless they really need it. You got something that's going to support regardless, and I applaud them for that. But I just see some business owners, some of them go hard on Facebook, like really bashing their friends and families for not supporting their business, when their friends and families, they're just not in that they're not part of that market for the product that they're selling.
And when you spend your time,
If they're
when you
not
spend-
in the market for it, that makes sense. And I get that, but a lot of times it be stuff that I'm saying like everybody eat cheesecake. I'm saying
Well,
everybody.
I'm getting them cheesecake. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm getting them shit.
Everybody need t-shirts. Everybody need life insurance. So it's certain shit that is usually a cop out with certain stuff. But if it's like a special niche, then yeah.
Let
Hey,
me
Merv, real quick, I'm gonna say this real quick. The fucked up part about life insurance is that people don't think they need life insurance until somebody fucking dies. I hate, I don't understand it at all. And the thing is, you can hate me for saying this, our viewers. Unpopular opinion: GoFundMe is not a substitute for life insurance. It just isn't. My man Merv sells life insurance, and the shit ain't that fucking expensive. And this is one of those things that you can use on the road to generational wealth. I'm worth more dead than alive. I ain't got no problem saying that in my Jordan Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life voice. And people really need to think about that. So when I see those posts about, and I understand people can't really, a lot of people can't afford to get life insurance based on their budget. But that's something that's really important, and people really need to look at that going forward, because that's a service. Ain't nobody. That's some shit that's never going to be. Nobody's never going to say, "Oh, we don't need no life insurance," because everybody on this pod and everybody that's listening will die one day. That's why if I start a business, I'm about to start me a motherfucking funeral home, because them motherfuckers always be in business. I'm telling you.
Word.
Well,
I'm just telling you.
For that.
I feel you.
Before you was talking about death and shit. So
Man.
a lot of people don't understand that support is not just purchasing. Support can go a long way. People, for example, I love y'all guys. I support y'all 100%. I might not be a viewer on all of y'all shows, but you better be damn sure I'm sharing posts like it ain't.
I see that too. I see that, and we love you for it.
So
I see that.
I have friends that got YouTube channels. I'm a subscriber. I might not be a frequent viewer, but I'm gonna share the shit out your shit only because I'm busy. My full-time job, I lessen my hours so I can concentrate more on my. I still got kids and sports and things of that nature. I do hair, so it's like I'm busy. Sometimes I can't, be a viewer, but I'm gonna share the shit. But everybody don't know that support is not just purchasing. Support is not just getting a product. Support is behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, on the side. Support go a long way, but some people only think of support as purchasing the product.
That's good shit. That's so profound, Christina, because I've had people reach out to me and say, "Hey, just share my shit. You got a real huge social media presence. Follow and just share my shit." And it's too. And I would not feel bad when you entrepreneurs and business people get pissed off with somebody. It takes like 2 seconds to share your shit. Like if you tell me to share your shit, done. It's going to fucking happen. I mean, you can talk to Murray. Hey, done. That shit all over the neighborhood. That shit all over every subdivision that's going out, nigga. You getting more lawns and all that shit going on because that's just what I do.
I'm gonna say like this right now. For a product, like if one of my friends have a product that I don't use or have a need for or anything like that, I just share it on the strength. It's like, I mean, I don't know nothing about it, but this is what they doing. But when one of your friends has a product that you actually use, right? I'm just like, yo, you gonna keep it real with him. Like, listen, my man, I remember when he opened this car detailing business, right? And he first starting out, you know what I'm saying? He like, yo, man, Mark, bring the bench through, man. No. I like you don't detail that well. I like and I'm like, listen, you know what I mean? Because I'm pointing out the products that he used. I'm pointing out, I'm like, yo, look, I'm like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, you right up my alley with the car shit. I'm a car guy. So I like, listen, these products, you got to replace this shit. I ain't even lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, man, you know, you got to get better, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you get the squatter. I'll let you detail the squatter. I got you on the work card, but the bench? No, we ain't doing that one yet.
But that-
I
You got to step your game up before you do
I think
that.
that's love,
We ain't
Mark.
doing
I think
that.
that's
Yeah, I
that's
was
a
about
form
to
of
say
support,
that.
man.
I think as an entrepreneur or a business owner, they would rather hear something like that instead of you ignoring them and not saying anything. They would rather hear like, yo, until you start doing it on this level, I can't come to you. In my
I
opinion, I
mean,
think a business owner would rather hear what you just said instead of being ignored and looking like you don't even care about what they're doing.
but you know
How
what
you
though?
feel
When
about
they
that?
when I'm gonna say like this, when it's your friend though, you know what I mean? Sometimes your friend can take that constructive criticism and sometimes they can't. You know what I mean?
right,
I've been on both sides of it.
right,
And I'm just like, yo, you know, I'm like, yo, we cool. I should be able to be honest with you about what I think about it. It doesn't mean that my opinion, you know what I mean, is godlike. You know what I mean? Like everybody gonna agree with what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is my opinion. You know what I mean? You know, most people took it well, but it's some people who didn't. And you know, just like you were saying, Stack, you saying people, you know, like man, they might go in on social media, you know, bashing people that they know. I'm like, yo, dude, maybe your product ain't that good, and you need to step your game up. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
right.
that's it. Don't
And
bash people. You know what I mean? If the product ain't, you know what I mean, ain't what it need, where it need to be. You know
I'm
what I mean? Just take the criticism and step your game up.
right, right. True, Mark. And I'm gonna leave Tina B's comment up there because I really, really,
Hell yeah.
I really want to get y'all
Sheesh.
take on this because uh,
Yeah.
more often than not, when you start a business, especially black people, especially us black people, we always want the hookup. That's what I mean. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. Y'all know Master P said that shit. So how do you deal with your friends and families when they come to you? They want to do business with you, but they always want that discount. I'm gonna take this in another direction. I'm gonna go with Merv first. How about that? Talk that.
Yo, um, with the products I have, okay, with insurance, there's no discount with insurance. I've had people ask me like, "Yo, that's expensive." I'm like, "Yeah, you're older now. The older you are, the more expensive it's going to be." And a lot of times people don't realize that a $15,000 a $25,000 policy for a 45-year-old is not going to be the same for a 15,000 policy for a 25-year-old, and a lot of people have that assumption. They're like, "Well, such and such got that a lot cheaper." Like they're young. When you're older, you're closer to death. So the insurance company is not. As you get older, that's why the price is high, because the closer you get to death, that's the higher chance the insurance company has to pay out. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't realize that age changes the difference in the price. So I can't negotiate that. But I do resumes. I do resumes on the side, and I used to charge like $45 or $50 for a resume, and I used to think that was kind of high until I heard somebody say, "Yeah, I had to pay $150 for my resume." I
Some
said, "You
people
did
charge
what?"
600, Merv. To be perfectly honest with you, some people charge up to
Yeah.
$500 resumes. Yeah.
So somebody told me to pay like $150. Like, can you send me a resume? I looked at the resume that they got for $150, and I looked at a resume that I did for somebody for like $45, $50. I'm like, yo, I'm cheating myself. You know what I'm saying? And you still have people that will like, yo, that seem high. Um, and I like me and Will had this discussion before. Like, all money ain't good money. Like sometimes you gotta be an entrepreneur, business owner. You gotta learn how to say no. And believe it or not, it's hard, especially when you first starting out. But you gotta know when to say no, because that just might not be worth your time. If you take 2 or 3 hours or a couple of days to do a project, and that project takes so long, but you don't get paid the right amount, you're losing money, because in that amount of time you could be doing 2 other projects they're making more money that somebody sees their value in it. Like today, somebody asked me to give a quote on a lawn service. I send them my quote. They're like, "Ooh, that's kind of steep. Such and such usually charge me this right here." I said, "Let
Go
me
to them.
and I get back to you." You know what I said?
Hey,
Yes, sir. Let me know.
hey, Merv, really quick, Shea Butter. What we are going to do, if you go to the guys, if you go to the guys' Facebook page, our group. I don't know if you remember. We'll add you. We're going to post all these business owners and entrepreneurs' websites so you can get in touch with them. Because I'm getting some of the fucking cheesecake, KB. That's going to
Hey,
happen.
Stacks, we got a general. Yo, Tazon, post that cheesecake link.
Oh, Tazon,
Yeah,
Street Team General.
Hey,
Put that shit in the group. Hey, I forgot about the homie out there, Tazon. Hey, Tazon, do work.
Cheesecake link.
Do work. Do work. But real talk, we go to all these wonderful business owners and entrepreneurs. We're gonna put their social media. How you can get in touch with them. By tomorrow, we're gonna put their shit on this so y'all can go ahead and support these wonderful people.
10 seconds. Give me about 10 seconds. Yo, this is the cheesecake guy, KB Second to Bite Cheesecakes. That's him right there. You can find him on Facebook. All right. This is Festone Associates. He does the websites, the business consultant, help you with your business ideas, books, authors, all of that. This is 3 Designs. This is the custom made t-shirts. This is Christina Walker. All right. This is ITTOTT. This is Harvard Nonprofit and her author and her book and all that stuff. Her nonprofit network. There you go. And look at Tazon come through. Tazon come through. Did you see the cheesecake link?
There, right there.
Hey, post
Right
it on
there.
the page. Post it on the page. Tina B, pin that motherfucker as an announcement like you do so well for us. Do that. Shit, put that shit as the top announcement. Shit.
Oh shit! But go ahead with the next person. I guess you had the same question for everybody, right? With the family, everybody, friends.
Yeah,
family.
who's next? Who's next?
I'll go next. Hey, ain't no freebies and ain't no motherfucking discounts.
I
There
support
you
it.
go.
I
It's simple
fucking
as that.
support it.
It's simple as that. Like when niggas start asking for discounts, a few simple words. Fuck out of here.
I like it. I like it.
I'm a straightforward person. I don't sugarcoat nothing. It's like, and especially like the way I did like my price points is before I started doing this, I called the Cheesecake Factory to find out how much they charge for a whole cheesecake, and I'm like, all right, they charge $50 for a plain cheesecake. If you were to go there and buy a whole cheesecake, they $50. I was like, all right, if they charge $50, I'm gonna bring my shit down to $35. I said, because if a motherfucker go pay them $50 for a whole cheesecake, they'll pay me $35. And if they got a problem paying me $35, and
I hope y'all heard that shit. I really do, because you know what? Because all you business people and entrepreneurs, I want you to know that I don't own a business. I'm not an entrepreneur, but I really do hate when we ask our people for a discount. Whereas most of the time, you guys publicize prices already at a discount, but because you have the same hue as that person, they always trying to talk you down and haggle. They don't go to Best Buy. They don't go to Steve Jobs and all these other motherfuckers we buy these iPhones from, these Samsungs from. They don't go to them. They don't go to these stores when they buy these phones and shit like that, national discount. So they don't discount your shit. Make them full freight, motherfucker.
Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing that I tell, my friends and people who I know who are entrepreneurs and I'm about to, hit them for a service or whatever, right? I like, yo, man, listen. Whatever it costs, I'll pay it. Just make sure my shit top in. Nothing less. You know what I mean? I like, look, I don't care what you gave, the last guy. I want my shit to be the best shit you ever did.
Top
you know what I'm saying? Now I'll pay the full price, but that's what you're gonna give me. You know what I'm saying? And I know you, and we have a relationship. It's the same thing, I bought a car for my homie, right? I like, look, he's a car dealer. You know what I mean? This is what he do, right? I want the top end model. I don't want nothing less. You know what I mean? I want this car. I want the top end model of this car. You know what I'm saying? What did he do? Go and get the top end model of the car that I wanted. And I paid him, you know what I mean, the price that I mean for that. He set. And that was that. That's how it's
That's what's
supposed to
up.
be.
That's what's up, Mark. I agree.
Anybody else want to respond to that question?
Hey, real quick though, I don't think I give a shout out to Blackjack TV. Bobby Blackjack come through. I mean, we got viewers on Zingo. If you download the app Zingo TV, channel 199, and we popping on there. Blackjack Prime, by the way, because we move up in the world. We on Blackjack Prime now, and that's how we do. You can watch the show on there as well. But we all over the place, man. I
And
digress. Keep going.
shout out to Tina B, because she also have her own business. She's a makeup artist, and she beats her face the fuck up.
Yo, she dope as hell with that shit.
And what I will tell you is as far as quality, Tina B posts a lot of pictures on Facebook and her stories. I see all that shit. And it's a crying shame if somebody comes to her and say, "Hey, check this out. I know you're charging this much, but I'm gonna pay this. I want to pay this much." Fuck that. Pay full freight because when you go into these big box stores and you go into these, you ain't haggling and you ain't asking for no fucking discounts. So don't do that shit when you trying to deal with our people. Don't do that. That's terrible.
So anybody in the Jersey area that needs something done for their wedding or their prom or whatnot, you need your face beat up. Check out Tina B. She's a beast. Real shit.
Absolutely. Where we going next?
Hey,
A lot of crickets right then.
Right?
I was drinking. I did a shout out, and I'm gonna go cricket to get my drink on. Everybody, if you've been watching this, if you've been watching this, you already know I gotta get my drinks. Now I'll stop this whole motherfucker for like a whole minute to fix me a goddamn drink.
Damn.
I was just saying, wait for this to be over to get mine.
I do have a question, and it's been on my mind when this topic came up. I saw a post on Facebook that was kind of bashing people with a 9 to 5, kind of call them slaves, and you got to ask your boss for a day off and shit like that.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, I've seen that shit on
It's
social
usually
media.
the
So,
opposite, though. That's
huh?
interesting. I said it's usually the opposite. That's interesting.
Well, I just
It
want to.
go both ways.
Okay.
I just want to see everybody's take that own a business because me personally, that's going to draw people away from your business more so than it's going to draw people to. You can't really shame people into supporting you. So, what do you think? Because I've seen posts that literally like was bashing people with a 9 to 5, in corporate America. So, what's your take on that?
So let me say this. Everybody start is different. Some people have family starts. Some people already was born in. Some people have to use their 5 to get where they need to get. I'm not 9 to 5 anymore. Like I said, I went part. However, I've been on a job long enough. I have support, but I also know that I need insurance. So therefore, I less hours enough to continue insurance at my job. I be wanting to quit that motherfucker all the time, but I have stability, and sometimes stability in that outweighs because I know with me growing my and me working less hours, give me more time with my business. My job is what helped me get to where I'm at now. I'm grateful and thankful for it. I have some of my friends when we went furlough. Some of my friends never came back because they started their own. But of course, some businesses you can start, you really don't need the inventory and the this other business. You can start a business in like my business. It consists of me constantly getting inventory. I deal from kids, infants, onesies to 5X, 6X. I deal with all kinds of inventory. So I'm constantly some people don't have to buy inventory like that. Some people inventory is not that expensive. So everybody's start is different. And I feel like saying things like that back in the government, yeah, I don't want to work for the government, but I have to do what I have to do for my kids to survive. But I'm here to teach my kids. I don't want them to have to punch a clock. My 16-year-old, he dying to go work. But I mean, I'm not going to stop him from their responsibility because I had their responsibility. But I want to put it in my head that hustle don't have to resort to the streets. I bought my daughter her first straight hair and curly hair makeup at the age of 4. Like, you can learn how to do it. You go to college, you can do hair, you can do nails for side money. And the bashing has to stop. The bashing is not going to look good for your company. It's not going to look good personally because you don't know what the next person has to go through to get where they at.
I like that, Christina. That's dope. I absolutely agree. Next, Young.
No, man, bashing, you putting your energy in the wrong place. All right, when you should be focusing on your business, you're bashing, like you said, people before, like just your supporters, people that ain't supporting you. Man, you need to focus on the people that supporting you. If you nurture that community, you can grow and thrive. But because your attention is elsewhere, trying to bash or put down other folk, just you will run yourself in the hole. Your energy is going toward the wrong place. Put your energy toward the positive things that are working for you. Just my thoughts in that space, though.
That makes sense, man. That makes sense. KB?
Yeah. Now me, I've been guilty of like the bashing, but here's my thing. I don't down talk anybody that has a job because everybody's not built to be, an entrepreneur. Everybody doesn't want to be an entrepreneur. Some people are happy with, being able to just get by on a 9 to 5. Me personally, I'm not happy with that. Like, yeah, I'm working 12-hour shifts, damn near 6 days a week selling cars, out there hustling, for a commission. But it's like that's not my future. That's not what I want to be doing for the rest of my life. Like, I want to be on my own because I don't like having to ask, hey, can I take these days off and things like that. It's like I like to be free, move on my own time. But I always bash jobs because I don't like them, but I don't bash people who work jobs because, like I said, everybody's not built to be, a boss.
And one thing about trying to make money from a business owner, entrepreneur, it's a cliche phrase, but I promise that shit's so fucking true. It takes money to make money. You have to spend money to make money.
Right.
And so a lot of times people work that 9 to 5 with a whole vision of this 9 to 5. I work this 9 to 5 to get freedom, financial freedom and business freedom to put in my business to where my business the income becomes higher than this 9 to 5. That's one. Now, if something happens, I'll still be straight income wise, but like they'll still stay at 9 to 5 until my business matches my income, and I have enough overture where I could get the insurance. Because a lot of people work the 9 to 5 for insurance. I don't know if y'all ever price insurance on your own without the business contribution. But like the worst health insurance, and just health insurance could be like $500 a month.
Yeah, that's just fucking a lot.
There's no dental. There's no vision. There's no life.
Just health insurance.
Just health insurance could be, and that's just you. You might have a kid. You might have family. You might have a spouse. Just you alone could be $500 a month for health insurance. So a lot of people work 9 to 5 until that business income is there, and then you got enough overture to be able to get your health insurance, vision, dental, etc.
And Merv, it's funny you say that simply because I just started a new job. My first day was Monday, and I'm going over my benefits, and I was looking at the health insurance. I was just looking at it because I have much cheaper health insurance for being retired military, and you had like if you want the like Cadillac package, it's like $600, not monthly. My job pays on the 1st or 15th, and it's like semi-monthly, and I'm thinking to myself like, damn, that's a lot of fucking money.
That's
So
coming
yeah,
out.
yeah, that's a lot of fucking money coming out of your check every month. That's if it's $600 bi-weekly, that's $1,200 a month. And that's a lot of money. So that's really one thing you got to take into consideration.
So for the entrepreneurs, if each person, if you had to give, if you was doing a public speaking at an entrepreneur event, and somebody asked you to speak on your experience, and you at the end of your speech, and you wanted to leave one tip for everybody that's about to enter the world of business owner or entrepreneurship. One tip. What would be that one tip from each one of y'all? Whoever want to go first could go ahead.
I'll go. I'll say never ever give up.
Patience.
Huh? What'd you say, Christina?
Patience. Can y'all hear me?
Patience. Okay, yeah. I couldn't, but I hear you now.
Okay, good.
Do it afraid. All right. A lot of times we be stuck, not doing something just because we're afraid to do it. You know, we're stuck in our own fear. But do it afraid.
Okay. OTT?
Well, mine can't be one word or one sentence because I am a speaker. But my number one
Do
thing
your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Make sure that you invest because you don't know what all your, one of the most important things I learned is once I started investing, once I started positioning myself and getting myself in the rooms, I started attending more events, attending more conferences. I paid more attention to the individuals that are doing what I'm trying to do. Again, I invested. There's so much free information out there, through the SBA, through just so many different things. And I connect with that. I don't limit myself. And I guess that's why when we were in the discussion about worrying about people and what they do, I'm so blinded by what people are doing that I don't see it. My main thing is what webinar I can get on. If I move my money this way, can I get this coach? Because I know for sure her net worth is X, Y, and Z. Like this is the type of nuggets or gems that I would leave my audience with is make sure that you invest, put yourself first, do your personal development work so that your mindset, when your mindset is a certain way, you wouldn't give a damn who bought what, because at the end of the day, when you check that Square app, that PayPal, that BB&T banking, most of my clients, I've never even met them in person. So, and that comes through investing. And I think the most important thing is knowing what it is that you want to do and learning that. It's just like going to school. If you want to be a mechanic, you have to go to school. And you got most of your most awesome mechanics are those that be under the tree, but they never invested in themselves. So people are able to come by and say, okay, well, let me give you $50. But when you invest in yourself, whether it's college, a webinar, a certification,
put that back up.
you be able to move the way that you want to move.
Okay. I got two questions, but so we got a comment. So I'm gonna read it. How do all of you feel about investing back into the city? So I'm assuming wherever your city that you're from, but how do all of you feel about investing back into the city? For example, I'm looking into the first. Hold up, somebody took it off.
No.
I'm looking to the first Black-owned transit system in America, built here in Georgetown. Damn.
Ooh, I want to answer that. Can I
Yeah,
answer?
hey, Merv, I'm gonna check Facebook. I'm gonna see who posted that because it's just
Oh, Titi,
Facebook.
go ahead. Oh, Titi, go ahead.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you know what? I would first and foremost.
That's real quick. I'm sorry, OTT. That is Zelmo Brooks. And let me tell. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this brother. My parents, his parents were really good friends. Ever since we were little, he talked about driving buses, and I think he's with New York Transit. Um, and he's doing his thing. That brother is really doing his thing, and he's trying to bring that down to our city, meaning our city, Merv City, OTT City, Christina City. So yeah. Matter of fact, he inboxed me just now. So that's a very interesting concept. Continue.
Go ahead, Titi.
I would really connect with your local chamber of commerce. So if you're doing it in Georgetown, I would connect with them. I would go online to score.org and get a free mentor. I would also connect with the local USDA. Like there's so many different resources out there. There's amazing grants out there. You can make this a reality by being in the right rooms. I would make sure the mayor knows your name because your local agency, your local community, they get all kinds of grants and they just have money sitting there. You can connect with law firms. Like you can connect. It's being that all of South Carolina is considered rural. There are so many different rural grants out there. It's just a matter of connecting with the right people. Again, your local chamber of commerce in Georgetown. Again, score.org, that's free. You can go on score.org. If you want to make custom made sneakers, if they have someone that is knowledgeable in your area, that is free mentorship. For my nonprofit, I receive free mentorship for 1 year. So it's a lot of resources. It's just, connecting with the right people.
And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the homie Zelmo Brooks. Like I said, man, since we were in single digits, and this cat was talking about driving bus, and I'm like, man, if that's your dream, go for it. But for this brother to be my age right now, and this is single digits, this brother to be in New York Transit and have his own business, that's fucking amazing, man. That is amazing. And that's another one we need to add to our Facebook page because this brother, when you have that dream and you make it a reality and you trying to build it into a business as a 40-year-old from when you was 9-year-old talking about that shit, that's something we need to look at and listen to, man. I respect that, man. That's the homie.
I'll tell you like this, boy. Push through, man. You know what I mean? Don't let the politics and all of that get in your way. I mean, I'm from a city, you know what I mean, where the politics try to get involved in everything.
Right.
I'm from Philly's corrupt as hell, but you know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, look, you just gotta push through. If you push through, you know what I mean, you can get to some results, but guess what? Sometimes you got to put the arm down on folks and let them know you ain't fucking around. Like, you know what I mean? For you do that enough times, man, you know what I'm saying? You would be able to push through. So keep pushing through, brother.
And Zelmo, I will tell you, there's some politicians. You got Dedrick Barnes in Georgetown. You got some cats that's in Georgetown that will really push that initiative because a lot of people in our town, they don't own cars and shit like that, and there's a big need for transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get you connected, man. And I know you already. I didn't know you was back in Georgetown, but for real, though, man, we need to go ahead and hook you up with somebody, man, so we get that happening. Because I know your passion, and you would talk about that shit for forever, and I respect that shit, brother.
No doubt.
Good shit. Business minds, their journey. That's what this part is about.
Hey, old school little Z, the homie.
So, two questions. Do any of y'all have mentors? Or 3 questions. Do any of y'all have mentors, or do y'all mentor anyone? And is there anybody famous that y'all kind of follow because y'all like the way they moved within their entrepreneurship, or maybe the public speaker, a motivational speaker that's famous, that you all have the same, that you feel you connect with and keeps you going. So those are 3 questions for each one of y'all.
I have a coach. If when you say mentor,
Same thing.
I
Yeah,
have okay.
same
So I
thing.
have a business coach, and I invested in her at the beginning of this year. So it's me learning how to gain capital. Well, I've already done that instead of using my own personal money. And so in return, I teach everything that I learn in my private community. So I actually mentor people. I give them that part. Um, and the person that I follow the most right now is April Franks. And I actually was able to be her assistant at one of her events a couple of years ago. So when she called me last year to ask me to come to Jamaica, I felt that it was an honor, but I've followed her for years. And, to be in a room with individuals that's on the Forbes list, that's been on CNN, whatever, money, this and that, it was an absolute honor. And it also opened the door up for me to go to the same place and host my own retreat. So I pretty much connect with a lot of people. Like I pay for a certain amount of coaching. That's why I honestly can tell other people to invest. And again, I haven't seen this much a shift in my business until I was like, let me just invest and see if I can do X, Y, Z. And it's been beneficial.
Thank you for that. That's dope, and that's because just in case people have some reservations about doing that or putting money towards that's it's good to hear somebody that you can put your hands on, or you can put your eyes on, that can tell that they've done that and they've gotten an ROI from that. So other people that may be reserved about it will be open to doing it. So a lot of times, hey, for us to get what we never had, we got to do things we never did.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Primo, who want to go next? Same question, same 3 questions.
Wait a minute, but before you go, Yummy, I appreciate all y'all, man, for being on here. I gotta jump off, man, and handle something real quick. But salute to y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Your service is definitely needed. I appreciate y'all, man. And Yummy, drop some more gems on here, man, because I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, man, so I can learn some more stuff. Appreciate all y'all, all right?
No doubt, Mark. We'll
All
holler.
right, y'all. All right.
All right.
I started was my brother, my uncle Mervin. Every time like they got through the business. I just started mentoring one of my friends. She ended up getting into the shirt business. So I help her out a lot. There's not one particular person I follow because I'm constantly going to this page, this page, just everybody. But yeah, I hit my brother, her, my aunt Londa up all the time. Everything.
Next, either KB or Will's next.
I don't like the mentors that I have is actually like a few of my homies, like people that's actually my age. And it's like, most people, won't even like admit or have too much pride to say that one of their homies is their mentor. But it's like, if somebody could drop jewels on me and show me the right way after they've done something before, then I consider them a mentor. So I would say my he's actually my cousin Deshaun.
Okay.
And then my homeboy Point. But
Okay.
I look at them as mentors. As far as if I'm mentoring somebody, the only people I actually mentor is my 2 sons.
Okay.
I teach them, how to be business minded. You want to be able to grow up, to create jobs, things of that sort. Teach them how to invest. Pretty much teaching them the stuff that I didn't learn, growing up, so they could be ahead of the game.
Okay.
And then as far as like people I follow, it's not too many people that I follow per se, but it's like I like listen to certain people like Les Brown,
Mm-hmm.
because like like I like the end game is for me to be a motivational speaker because I'm very great at motivating people. Like people just have they draw to me and they listen to what I say.
Okay.
And then I like Gary Vee because
Mm-hmm.
Gary
That's
Vee,
my baby.
he be so straightforward with his shit, and he don't seem extra corporate. Like his shit don't seem like
Ah,
watered down and fake. Like his shit just seems real.
okay. Will?
No, dope. I guess, have I had mentors? Yes, I've had mentors in the past. I've invested in mentors in the past and coaches in the past. A lot of workshop conferences, all that. Um, do I mentor anybody right now? I wouldn't say I mentor. I do a lot of business coaching, so a lot of entrepreneurs, startup entrepreneurs, people who are in idea phase of their business. I do a lot of entrepreneur coaching in that space, but not. I wouldn't say it was mentorship. Um, and is there anybody that I follow at this moment? No, April is dope. I've been to a conference and heard April before.
That's where I've been at.
Yeah, so I got a few people that are going to Jamaica to her. I don't know if they went already or going to Jamaica soon.
Lot of mercy.
So like Gary Vee too, a lot of his approach to social media and digital marketing is I've taken a lot of that advice from years ago and I apply it, right? Instead of just looking at it, he says this all the time. He said, instead of watch what I'm doing, do what I'm doing, right? So yeah, I don't really have anybody that I'm looking at right now. My circle is my advisors, right? When I look at mentors now, I don't necessarily want mentors. I want people that's in the trenches because the landscape is always changing, especially when you're thinking about technology and how things are applied. So there's knowledge that you can get from people just from their lived experience. But the way that the landscape is now, man, things are always changing. So I lean on a lot of my friends that have different expertise, whether it be sales, whether it be branding, whether it be email marketing. I got people in a lot of those different spaces, and I have them basically like my board of advisors. And when I'm struggling or reach a challenge, I know that I can lean on them and say, "Hey, man, I want to have a powwow," and we can chop it up and get through that hurdle.
That's really interesting, Young. Simply because I think a lot of business owners, especially when they start out, they have people that they can lean on that's outside of their business that can help them. I think a lot of folks have a whole lot of pride where they don't want to do that. But I think you got to use all of your resources available. I think that's just only a smart play to just lean on people that you trust, people that you know have those resources in order to make your business effective and more efficient and things of that nature. So yeah, I feel you.
So I'll give mine as well. As far as mentors, kind of the same circle as Will. I'm blessed and fortunate, and stacks too, to be in a circle where honestly I feel like any question or any concern or any issue or any problem, whether it's technology, whether it's social media, whether it's any kind of business, between my circle, we're probably about 7 strong. I really feel like I go to my circle to get anything fixed or get any answer or get any question answered. And that, like really no cap. Whether it's computers, whether it's software, whether it's programming, just about in my circle, I really feel like if I need something that I don't know, and I'm not afraid to like, yo, I don't know this, I can reach out to someone in my circle. We're about seven strong. Far as like, I've had a mentee before. Currently I don't have a mentee, but anybody that's on Facebook in the Columbia surrounding areas, young lady named Kiara Streeter, that was my mentee. and she's like, I'm so proud of her. She's blowing up. She got her own staff in her business, and it has like she got branches now in other states. She's been on like Good Morning America in the Columbia Good Morning America version. She got
Several times.
yeah, she's doing big things, and it's like every time I give her a shout out on Facebook, like how she's doing, she always refers to me as like, "Yo, thanks, mentor," et cetera, et cetera. So very proud of her. One of the I follow Eric Thomas. I really
Ooh, I love
I really like his analogies. I have to follow somebody that I feel I can relate to. If not, it's just gonna fall on deaf ears. And I really, the way he tells his stories, or the way he tells, or the motivates, and how he presents it, is so relatable to me. And I can listen to him over and over. Anytime I listen to him, even it could be the same thing I'm listening to that I've heard before, and I'm still like, yo, Merv, nigga, let's go, boom, boom, boom. So that's the one person I follow. That one person I enjoy listening to is Eric Thomas. So, anybody got any parting shots? Like anything like they just want to tell us or tell to the audience that's looking right now?
What I'd like to do, Merv, if we wrapping up, we're gonna post your information on our group page tomorrow. But I would like to go around the horn and for you to give us your information, how we can reach you,
Yeah.
your website, how we can reach you, and things of that nature. We are going to post it on the page. But I listen to Earthquakes podcast on XM Radio, and he always goes around the horn and asks people how you can reach him on his social media, this, that, and the third. And I like to give all you wonderful entrepreneurs and business owners that opportunity to do the same thing right now.
Do that as well, but just in case somebody just came on in the last 15 or 30 minutes, before you tell everybody how to reach you, do a quick recap on what you do, just in case we got new people that wasn't watching from
That too, absolutely, and we're gonna
do, and then say how to be reached, just in case we got some late listeners, so they know what your product is or your service is, and then tell the listeners what y'all do. And
absolutely,
how to reach you, please.
Absolutely, we're gonna go to my classmate TT first.
All right, everyone. My name is ITT. I am a motivational speaker. I am an author. I have both an LLC and a nonprofit. The LLC, Endure the Extreme. So you can find me on Facebook, Endure the Extreme, or my name, OTITI. There's only two other people that I know of in this world that has that name, and that's my cousin. I write books, all my books. There are 3 books on Amazon. The 4th book, book release, VIP, Jamaica, September 8th, the day before my birthday. But anyway, that's pretty much what I do. I don't do much.
And how to reach
you like that? I got my son in here. You like that? You like that, Jonathan?
And how to reach
I said it. You can go on my Facebook page, business page, Endure the Extreme, or you can just follow my regular page, OTITI. That's it. I'm not hard to find. I'm everywhere.
No email address?
Let me go. Hey, let's go to
no email address.
Let's go to KB next.
All right, I'm KB. Got the company Second Bite Cheesecakes. Big cheesecakes. I also ship the cheesecakes. You can find me on Facebook at Second Bite Cheesecakes, and that's not it's 2 ND Bite Cheesecakes. You can send me a message on there. We're in the process of getting our website together. We just got to get like all the pictures together before we can upload everything so that the website is up and running. I got to create a different email because, like I said earlier, before we was Second Bite, we was Wouldn't Have You Had Better. So we need to change the IG, social media, change the email and everything like that since we switched over. But I could be reached at Second Bite Cheesecake on Facebook. You can just inbox me and I'll reply to you.
All right.
Christina? Are you on mute? We can't hear you right now. Are you on mute? We can't hear you right now. Let's go to Young. Let's
Go
go
to
to William.
Will.
Let's go to William Featherstone. See if we can fix your technical difficulties.
Well, I'm William Featherstone. I help founders and entrepreneurs create dope things through digital and in real life, whether you're a small business owner, nonprofit organization, or mom and pop shop. You can find me, really, you can find everything about me on williamfeatherstone.com. So it's just like it sounds, WILLIAMFEATHERSTONE.com. Y'all asked about freebies and stuff like that earlier, how you handle freebies. That's how I handle freebies. I give out all kinds of free stuff right there in that space, right? I got free tutorials, I got free ebooks, I got free whatever it is that you're trying to learn through social media and build out something. If you're trying to start, that's where I share all of the free stuff. You literally can read that stuff and get a free consultation. That's free consultation right in that space. Stuff that I paid hundreds and thousands of dollars to learn in a workshop. But that's to circle back around. That's how I handle all my freebie stuff. You want something free from me, I give it out everywhere. You got to go find it though. And if you don't do that part of the work, you ain't ready to work with me, and that's okay too.
That's what's up, Young. That's good shit. Christina, can we hear you? Talk to it. We can't hear you, Christina.
We'll just do this. All right. So this is Christina right here.
Let me move that. Hey, Merv, let me move that banner so they'll be able to see the website real quick.
Okay.
Put it back up there.
All right. So this is Christina.
Hey, check this out. Here's what I want y'all to know, right? She's on Facebook and she's on Instagram. And I personally bought some of her products. Quality, they don't shrink. I bought when the Lakers won the championship, even though people thinking that's the bubble championship. I bought my championship shit from fucking Christina. You need to buy that shit immediately. Check her out on Facebook. Check her out on IG. 3 Designs, custom creation, quality shit. Go there, get involved.
That's all right. That's how we handle that. Well, since you got AOL, dial up internet.
Hey yo, hey, this is a good show, man. Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate all you entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs. Support black business. I don't want you to feel obligated, but support black business. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I appreciate you all for taking time out of your schedules to be on here tonight.
Yes.
And it's called love. Well, like I said, even though if you didn't get your word out to a lot of people, you know, they ain't about to hear all that shit that you spouting out, you know, www.ott.com and shit like that. We're gonna post this on our page tomorrow. We're gonna print it as an announcement so people can reach y'all. But I appreciate you guys for checking us out tonight. And
Stacks, real quick before you close it.
I'm not close it. Go ahead.
Oh, this is an ongoing thing. It'll be the last Wednesday of every month. First Wednesday is we got first Wednesday theme, we got last Wednesday theme. All right. The last Wednesday every month is gonna be Business Minds Their Journey. So if anybody that's interested, that's watching right now, that want to talk about their business, the same way we talk about it tonight, reach out to us. It'll be the last Wednesday of every month. All right, last Wednesday of every month.
Bet. Okay, so we're gonna close this thing on out. Hey, we've been going for like 2 hours and 30 minutes. We really appreciate you guys for tuning into us. Shout out to everybody that's listening on Facebook. We had a technical difficulties, but we fixed that. Shout out to everybody that's listening out on YouTube, on Twitch, on Blackjack TV Prime. Bobby Blackjack come through. All our wonderful listeners out there on 1 Mile Radio. We got the partners, our solid partners in the background. We ain't gonna mention their name. Shout out to Blast Music Group. I'm sorry. Those guys, they got some heat coming at you. We're gonna be bringing you that on our pods, so you can check these brothers out. It's been a blast. Support black business. That's all I have to say. And
you got Black Effect. Don't forget
what?
about Black Effect. Black
You said?
Effect,
Oh, Black Effect.
Spotify, iHeart, Top 97. You said all those?
Absolutely.
Okay,
All those folks that Merv said, man, we got some shit that's coming. We got some shit that's always cooking up, coming to you.
Tina B, the Lullas, Sean.
Yeah, I was about to get to all that, man. I want to go lead them out, man. But shout out to the homie Sean, out there in parts unknown, supporting us from afar. Shout out to the Lullers. Had a wonderful show this past Sunday. They're coming to you every other Sunday, so they're taking this Sunday off. They're coming back the next Sunday. But of course, next show you'll see will be Sean and Mark, the Vibes on Monday, the Merv and Stack show coming on Tuesday, and we coming right back to you, hitting you hard on Wednesday as we form like Voltron, the Four Horsemen, however you want to call it, with the guys podcast. Shout out to Becca out there in the comments. Shout out to Team B, always there when we need her. I think that's about it. Like Tazon said, shout out to the Street Team General. Just putting all this shit out there. Tazon, the homie, Street Team General. I want y'all to give that homie a shout out. We're gonna post all of y'all shit on our page tomorrow. We're gonna pin it as an announcement so everybody can notice where all your businesses is at, so they can support you. You guys are an inspiration to us and to the Black community as a whole. And I think that's about it. I think we out.
Yeah, we out.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for the
Good night.
invitation.
Thanks for having me.
Peace.